Hi everybody, you see on the background the train station from Chisinau, Moldova. And why am I showing you this? Because I am going on a road trip to Turkey with the bus. I know it sounds weird to take such a long bus ride to Turkey, to such a faraway country, but I am doing it with my mom, and I decided to do the 24 hours straight knitting challenge because I'm gonna be in this bus for 24 hours. Might as well take advantage of that and do some knitting. Okay, I will go and check in because I don't want to miss my chair, my place. And I'll show you the yarn that I have in my purse. I'm starting a brand new project with sock yarn with 2.5 millimeter needles, and my mom is going to help me to film the check-ins. So the challenge starts today at 9 a.m. and it will end tomorrow at 9 a.m. and I will travel. By the time it will be tomorrow at 9 a.m. I would have traveled in 3 countries: Moldova, Romania, and Turkey, I think. No, Bulgaria as well, and then Turkey. Oh my god, I'm going to have such an adventure. So come along with me and I'll check in with you. I don't want to say every hour, but when I'll do the check-in, I'll show you the time. So what do you think? How much will I knit? I don't know. I'm assuming very little because it is a road trip and I of course will do a lot of just like sightseeing and talking to my mom, but we'll see. Check back with you later. Hold on, let me give you one more view of the train station. There it is. I don't see the actual trains, but they're here. They're here. You get to meet my mom. She's holding the yarn. I will use Alize, a solid blue and a variegated sock yarn. And let's cast on. I have to do a voiceover because the guide was explaining to us the safety rules, but I did cast on at 9 a.m. First update at 10 a.m. and you can see I finished the cast on with 250 stitches and I used this solid blue yarn. It was a bit of a struggle to get it from the middle, but I did it, and let's go. I don't know if I can post this. Maybe I'll do a voiceover. So it's time to do a 2-hour update. Okay, it is 11:15, the second hour of work. As you can see, I'm making a little bit of progress. So I propose the next update will be after 2 hours because that's when I'll gather more progress. But so far, so good. We are watching a lot of green pastures and just enjoying the trip. So first pit stop of the day. I still have the knitting right here with me, you guys. The bus is really crowded. It's not like a cruise bus that I had in my mind. The space is not that big. So I'm so happy I have the knitting to distract me. But we stopped at very close to the border and we are having an improvised lunch, me and my mom. I'm still really cold. I don't want to take off my scarf. I'm not leaving my coat. I don't know why I'm cold. Maybe because I didn't sleep well. But anyways, I'm so happy that I am knitting and I'm distracting myself with this I'm happy I'm distracting myself with this beautiful blue Alize yarn. Okay, gotta go. Okay, third hour of working on this sweater. As you can tell, I've accomplished about 5 rows. So maybe I need to do the updates not once every hour, but once every 2 hours. So I am stuck at the border crossing point. Well, not much progress to show. It is already 2:17. The progress is very slow, but I am loving the texture of this ribbing. So I'm just gonna continue with the ribbing and waiting for the passport. Welcome to Romania. I am in Brăila Mall and I am checking out the trees, the plants, and I'm almost being run by cars. I don't have a lot of progress with the knitting because we got stuck in the customs and then slowly we started moving, and now I'm all energized. Let's get some food and then I'll do more knitting.
And this is where my adventure starts. It is about 6:30 and it's darker outside. There was no light in the bus, so I used my mom's phone and like the lantern to do more knitting on this ribbing. This is a view of the Romanian territory, and in order to distract myself of the noise and of the bumpy road, I continued knitting with my mom's phone. And the adventure continues with another update at 8 p.m. I continued to use my mom's phone. Thank God she had a full battery, and you can barely see my progress here, but it is here. I continued doing the ribbing, and in semi-darkness, ribbing is not that hard, but still, look at how dark the bus is. Everybody was asleep. I don't know how they were asleep so fast. I really needed something to distract myself, so thank God I had this ribbing. Here I'm jumping because I am really happy to have my hands busy. Finally, we made a pit stop, and with the lights on, you can see what little space I had. It was so hard. I don't understand why so little space, but you can see the beautiful ribbing, you can see my tired face, and finally, I can do some real progress.
Welcome to Bulgaria. I'm in Kardam city. Hello, it is almost 9 p.m. Guys, 10 out of 10, do not recommend taking a bus to the wonderful country of Turkey because all your ribs are going to be swallowed just like mine. So I'm gonna go and just like jog around the bus and go back to the knitting and just like hope that I can resist a few more hours until I arrive to Istanbul. Fingers crossed.
Unfortunately, our bus was selected for a secondary search of our luggages, so this means that I had more time to knit with the lights on, thankfully, so you can see the beautiful progress. I don't know why on the front it looked a little bit disheveled, but in the inside it looked quite nice. I love it. So, next update is at 10 p.m. Finally, we are back on the road, and I think this was the moment when I realized that I was making real progress with my ribbing. I started admiring it. I was thinking maybe I could move on to the next part, but so far I am loving it. It looks really nice. And ladies and gentlemen, it is midnight. We are back on the road and it is pitch dark, both if you look on the window and if you look in the bus. So it was me knitting along, listening to my favorite music, and I noticed that some stitches are wider, other are tighter. Maybe because I was on the road and I couldn't maintain the gauge, but I think I like it. What I see thus far, I like, and I appreciate the fact that I had the knitting to keep me company, even though it was semi-dark. I still did it. At this point, I decided to maybe introduce the second skein of yarn, and I pulled from the inside, and you can see what yarn spaghetti I have in my lap. It was such a limited space that it was a nightmare, but finally I found the beginning of it, and 2 a.m. I have a few rows done. Thankfully, the lights went on because we were needed again for the border, but look at this beautiful progress. At this point, I was tired.
2:15, we are leaving the Bulgarian territory and I am cooked. Finally, they turn out the lights right now when nobody needs them, but okay. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. However, I have some good progress. I just showed it to you. I have started doing the colors. At least this is the only good news I have.
Time to make the next check-in, 4 a.m. I already did about 10 rows with this colorful yarn, and so far I don't see a clear pattern. This is sock yarn. It's supposed to create some sort of self-making pattern. And look at the label here. This lady made gloves and a hat, so maybe my pattern will look something similar to hers, but either way, I love the colors. It's easier to knit in stockinette in the semi-dark. And welcome to Istanbul, very early in the morning. You can see we have arrived. It is almost 7 a.m. To be very honest, I sort of dozed off here and there, so not much progress, but I'm still loving all of this stockinette in the round. I had the chance to see the city and to admire the beautiful mosques while doing a bit of a stockinette here and there.
Guys, it is 9:14. It is the end of the challenge for me. I'm finally checked in the hotel. I can start looking for the breakfast. Unfortunately, the last 2-3 hours I did manage to knit a lot because we were dealing with checking in, finding the hotel, traffic. I got to see firsthand the specificity of Istanbul driving, which is really cool. And actually, I just learned that this period of time includes Ramadan, so that will be exciting. I hope we won't incommodate the Turkish people living here, but this is it. As you can tell, I am a total mess. Going places in a bus or taking the bus, like a night bus or the student bus, used to be my favorite thing to do, but I don't know what happened. Maybe because I got older and crankier, maybe because I am bigger size, or maybe because this took 24 hours. It was so hard, so tiresome. Oh my goodness gracious me. And I have an allergy, as you can tell. Something I ate or something I drank gave me allergy in the first 2 hours of the trip. But that's okay. These are just details. I want to thank you all for being here with me. This doesn't look like a lot of progress, but it was such a pleasure, such a good distraction, because I was confined in this limited space with no light except my phone. So why not make the best of it? And now that I look into the video, I see that I'm a complete mess. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye.